Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Javid, and look, y'all. Today I am back with y'all with a quick video, real quick. Now, look, before we do anything, I need you to like, subscribe button. We're on the road still to 5K subs. Glove motion on 2025. And make sure to like, subscribe for your boy. Okay. Now, this is gonna be a quick video. In the next video, I get it. We're gonna be talking about what Power DF said, with the community saying people are losing rep, all types of stuff. We're gonna get in the comments, all of that, right? But I want to say this real quick, right? The last time when I was streaming, not even when I was playing college football, but not all of y'all were there, but I was streaming off my laptop and I was watching some old 2K footage. I was watching 2K16 and 2K14 footage. It's sort of, if you guys didn't see, we were reacting to 2K videos, right? Shout out to Kale them up in Black Hawkage, right? But as I'm sitting there watching this stuff, like you guys know, like when you sit there, sometimes you just think like what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting here trying to figure out what happened to this basketball game, right? And then I load up NBA 2K25, right? Just to just sit there and like, bro, like what did they do to this game? And you guys know how like you level up. I don't know like how it works. Like you know how like you go to the little seasons, and I guess like if you've already achieved a level, you hit X and it says claim. So I was doing that, and as I hit claimed, I see it had like some new dancing emote. And I'm trying to sit here and think to myself, like why? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sit here and think like, why 2K? And anybody up to age, right? I want y'all to understand this when I say this, okay? You can be young, grown, I don't care. This is why I say what I say in my videos. Now, what you guys are looking at, so we look at this stuff right here. First of all, nobody uses this stuff, okay? So whoever's idea, and this is why the devs deserve to get hate, okay? As crazy as it might sound, it's the truth. Why the hell is this stuff right here in the game? You know, when I look at gameplay and how unresponsive it is and how everything's super slow, we're worried about our my players doing spin moves like we're Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Or Prince. It just puts so much me in an anger mindset because it's like, bro, you're going to tell me 2K's focus, and this is supposed to be a basketball game. They're focused on everything else except basketball. That's why when I say lots of my videos, like, and I say, what's next? Eyeliner, nail polish. Y'all think y'all be laughing, but I'm like serious, bro, because this supposed to be a basketball game, and they putting everything in this game except the sport. The focus should be on basketball, but yet you got this stuff, you got show off animations. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, y'all can with Jay, this is something the community asked for. Freeze it right there, because I know what y'all are gonna say, bro. Right? You're wrong. Let me tell you why. I'm on some Stephen A. Smith type shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stephen A. I love First Take. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is how you wrong. People wanted emotes back when you score a shot. Let's say you hit the game winning shot, like especially like in Park, right? And the other team loses, you remember you should go next to when they're walking off the court, you used to be able to dance in front of them. That's what we asked for. This stuff right here, they put this while you're just walking in the city, which nobody does this stuff. Nobody, when you walk in the city, you don't see nobody doing this. So I feel like this is a waste to be in the game. Right. And this is why, like I said, y'all, like when y'all be like, bro, like, why is there so much hate towards 2K? Because it's stuff like this right here that shouldn't be in the game. Like, look at this. Look, if I wanted to do TikTok dances, I would go do it. I would go do TikTok dances. When I love to play NBA 2K25 or NBA 2K in general, I want to play basketball. I don't want to see my player shaking his hips, shaking his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like he's twerking or some type ish. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, I don't know who 2K has hired. I really don't know. And trust me, I'm gonna get into everything else in the next video. But I had to say this because this is really making me like, if you guys were in that live stream where I react to a lot of other 2K creators, I did that 2, 3 days ago. Kel hit him up, shout out to him. I grew up watching him. He was one of the creators I grew up watching. Bro, if you guys just look at the gameplay aspect, I don't know if it was 2K14 or 2K16, it just looks so much more fun. And it was a basketball game. The focus was on the sport. Look at what you see in the background. Like, what about this is basketball, right? Now you're gonna have somebody in the comments, well, bro, J Mid, Jared McClain does this stuff. Okay, that's one player. That's one player. That doesn't mean you put it in this game right here. It's and this is once again. I don't care how old you are. This should not be in a basketball game. Okay, I can guarantee you guys this, right? Because I can see the comments now. Well, in 2K16, they had Vic make a song and nobody complained about that. Which is that's a terrible analogy if you're gonna say that because you're gonna say, well, bro, he made a song that had nothing to do with basketball. But you want to know why you can get away with stuff, and that was Spike Lee's story, which they should have hired him again to make another one, right? Shout out to Spike Lee. But my whole point is, you could get away with that, right? Because remember, 2K16's gameplay was this; it was more focused on the sport. You didn't have players shaking their hips, shaking their shoulders, right? Doing all of this stuff that has nothing to do with the sport. Nothing. Do you really sit here and think, right? And this is why a lot of content creators get called out because when they try to defend the game and say this game, y'all want to complain, whine, and things like that. Bro, look at what you see in the background. Look at what you see in the background. And like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being real here, bro. This is why, like I said, I want to have a debate with the community involved because this has nothing to do with basketball. Nothing. But some of y'all will sit here and say, man, y'all want to whine and complain. You know what this looks like? It's like 2K fears GTA upcoming. So they're trying to do everything that they know GTA is going to have in their game to try to say, oh, we know GTA is going to do this. So we're going to try to keep up with them. And that's where they went wrong at. All 2K had to do was focus on the sport, the video game. It's a video game. You focus on the sport. People want to play 2K to play basketball, not to have just dance competitions. You know what I'm saying? But this is what makes me angry. A lot of y'all might be, well, Jay, why you seem upset? Like, bro, look at this. Look at this. Look at what you see in your background. Like, do you see what, bro? And I don't even, like, y'all get my point, though. What NBA player is going to stand here and do this stuff other than Jared McClain, right? But my whole point is this has nothing to do with basketball. But your gameplay is slow, it's clunky, it's not responsive, right? You got bad animations. Pro play has been done wrongly the last 2 to 3 years whenever they put it in the game, right? None of this stuff they have done has worked. But if they look at all of that right there and say, hey, but we add this stuff right here in the background, this is what we gonna add in the game. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. But this will we focus on putting in the game, guys. Right? You're gonna be able to do just dance, dances in the locker room with your teammates, right? Even though our gameplay has heavy RNG, unresponsive gameplay, how about we put this game in and that makes community happy? And what makes it worse, what makes it so worse, because I went to the season rewards. They have more in the season rewards. So guess what? When you hit another level up, one of these dances, you're gonna unlock more of them. 2K is putting more and more of it. So instead of them actually trying to figure out why don't people like why is the gameplay not responsive? Why are people not happy? They only care. Hey man, let's put some more dances. That's what we want. You already put nose rings in the game. Earrings, that's normal. You put nose piercings in the game. What basketball game is focused on piercings? Face paint. It sounds like GTA to me. It sounds like Sims to me. But this is what, like I said, I don't care how old you are. We can sit here and realize that what 2K is doing has nothing to do with basketball. And that's why I said if I feel like they are fearing GTA because everything that they're trying to do 2K wise has nothing to do with the sport. And that's why this game is on a historical downfall. And that's why it's going to continue to be on a downfall because their focus has nothing to do with basketball. Nothing. Look at that right there. Why is that a tank? What are we going to do with that in the basketball game? But do you see what I mean? So all of you that want to defend this game and this company, this is why people flame you. And this is why people they look at you like you're an idiot. Because if you're going to sit here and tell me, bro, y'all just want to wind up complain, what does this have to do with basketball? Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know. Okay. Now this ain't gonna be the like I said, it ain't gonna be the longest video. The next video it's gonna be way long because I got a lot to get to. But I just don't like this because like I said, y'all know how you sit. Sometimes you just sit there and you think about like, bro, like man, they ruined this. Like it went from usually being a good time, vibes are great. So it's just a memory now. You see what I'm saying? It's a memory. And this is what we focus on. TikTok dances and putting tanks in a basketball game. This is what we focus on. And like I said, it's not tolerated because your gameplay, the most important thing about the game, which is basketball, is not the focus. That's why it's not tolerable, y'all. So when some of y'all like to say, like, man, y'all just want to whine and complain, why is this? I want you to tell me, why is this stuff in this game? Right? Why? Tell me. Look in the background. What does Buddy got on his face? Face paint. What it got to do with basketball? Huh? You tell me. But y'all gonna sit here and tell me, right, that well, it's not the devs' fault because people are still buying the game. Here's what I want to say to the people that are gonna keep saying that. People are gonna keep getting the game because it's the only basketball. I need y'all to stop saying people are gonna continue to get the game. That's gonna happen. Even when GTA 6 drops, hopefully it drops in a couple of months or something like that, a month or two, probably what 3 months or it really should be 2 months, right? But I mean, I don't know at this point. My whole point is every single time, right? Every single time when you load up on this game, you see something that has you scratching your head, bro. You're like, why is this in the game? Why? You're reusing rewards. It's like 2K is just and the stuff. Nobody would care about all of this stuff if your gameplay was fun and it was consistent. Meaning, if I know my jump shot, I can shoot. You're not going to stop me from timing my shot. You're not going to make me be in a bad catch animation and I'm doing double spins out of bounds, right? But that's not the case. You tolerate this game, 2K, for people who are horrible at the game, meaning people that are struggling wise at everything. And I'm talking about when it comes to basic things. They're going to like this game because this game is going to bail them out, right? And I'm going to say this, I'm going to end this video, right? I figured out what 2K's plan is, okay? Now, this is just my opinion. Y'all can have y'all's, but this is my opinion. I feel like what 2K wants to do is, hey, let's make this game for people who are struggling because we know they don't mind making another build and that involves, buy. A person who does understand, who has played 2K and like, okay, listen, I know my player can make those shots, right? I'm not tripping, right? Those people are not going to be dumb enough to, man, I'm about to make another build because my build can't play when I know damn well my build can shoot high because he just did it the previous game, right? But the players, for example, who go up on four people and get free throw attempts, see, that's what 2K wants. And that's why the game is dedicated to them because they know those people, they're not really paying attention to what 2K is trying to do, right? So therefore, those people, they're going to continue to play because even though that they're bad at the game, 2K is going to make them look like they can play, right? So it keeps them in the mind of, hey man, I can get on the game because the last time I played, I was doing this, I was doing that, and that's hitting whites, right? All types of stuff. Which, like I said before, yes, I was one of the ones who said put whites back in the game because I didn't like if you're gonna keep all of the multiple shot timings on the court, I said put whites back in the game. But my whole point is, and was I wrong on that? Really, I don't know. Y'all can answer that question. My whole point is we still have 1,000 shot timings on the court. When you go to the corner, it's a speed up, it's a different time. You go to the top of the key, it's a different timing. I'm tired of the multiple shot timings. I just go back to just if you know your shot, there shouldn't be no speed up timings from the corner and the hash. That's just too much. Okay. But my whole point is the people who struggle, who shoot in 25, 30%, 2K is gonna cater the game to them because they know they're gonna be dumb enough to make another build and make more money for them. Right? So I done figured it out a little bit, but that's just my train of thought on it. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. A little 15-minute video. The next video will probably be about a 40-minute video because we got a lot to get into. And when I mean we got a lot to get into, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. So, and we will be reading more comments, but y'all just let me know how y'all feel about that. Keep in mind, it's supposed to be a basketball game. This is supposed to be a basketball game. I just wanted y'all to keep that in mind. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Mitt, and I'm signing out here, man. Y'all be good. Peace.